Am I the a-hole for not sharing my parents' inheritance with my aunt and uncle who raised me? I was 5 years old when my parents passed away in a car accident. With no other close relatives willing or able to take me in, my aunt and uncle, my mom's sister, and her husband stepped up to raise me. I was incredibly grateful at the time, and for a long while, I thought they were the saviors everyone said they were. But as I grew up, the reality of my situation became clearer. My aunt and uncle had 2 kids of their own, both a few years older than me. They were given every opportunity to buy new clothes, extracurricular activities, and family vacations. Meanwhile, I was the one doing most of the household chores. I cooked, cleaned, and took care of the yard. I wasn't outright mistreated, but there was a distinct difference in how I was treated compared to their children. When I got older, I started to realize that the way they treated me wasn't normal. My cousins were encouraged to pursue their dreams, while I was told that I should just focus on being useful around the house. I wasn't allowed to go out with friends often, and if I wanted anything, a new pair of shoes, school supplies, anything, I had to earn it by doing extra work around the house. They always told me that I should be grateful because without them, I'd have nothing. I tried to make the best of it, and despite everything, I managed to do well in school. I was determined to build a life for myself, and actually went to college on a scholarship. Since they didn't offer any financial support, I started to gain some independence. I didn't cut ties with my aunt and uncle, but I kept my distance, visiting on holidays and calling occasionally out of obligation more than anything else. Recently, I found out that my parents had left behind a significant inheritance. It had been in a trust that I wasn't aware of, and when I turned 25, it was all released to me. The money was life-changing, and for the first time, I felt like I had real control over my future. When my aunt and uncle found out about the inheritance, they immediately started talking about how we were family and how much they had done for me. They hinted, not so subtly, that I should give them a portion of the money as a thank you for raising me. They even suggested that it could help pay for my cousin's college tuition or contribute to some home improvements they had been planning. This put me in a really tough spot. On one hand, I did live with them for years, and they did provide for me in a basic sense. On the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that they didn't treat me the way a child should be treated, and I don't think I owe them anything more than the gratitude I've already shown. I told them that I wasn't planning to share the inheritance. I explained that I needed to secure my own future, especially since they never invested in me the way they did with their own children. They didn't take it well. My aunt got really emotional, saying that I was being ungrateful and selfish after all they did for me. My uncle was more direct, telling me that they had sacrificed a lot to raise me, and the least I could do was give something back. Now, my cousins have started to reach out, saying that I'm hurting the family by refusing to help, and that my aunt and uncle deserve something for all the years they took care of me. It's been weighing on me, and I can't help but wonder if I'm being too harsh or if I'm justified in keeping the inheritance for myself. So, am I the a-hole for not sharing my parents' inheritance with my aunt and uncle who raised me?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. People are always after your money and have a reason why it should be theirs, from family to the guy pretending to be out of gas at the station. It's a never-ending battle.
Not the a-hole. They treated you like a slave. You earned that money, they don't deserve a cent.